This is one of the most famous works by Caravaggio. Is Mary Magdalene, 1595, and is a wonderful painting picturing Mary Magdalene meditating about the vanity of life. And actually here we can see a young woman dressed with beautiful clothes, and on the ground some jewels, vase with perfume and pearls. It's pretty interesting to see how in order to picture Mary Magdalene, so prostitute who met Jesus and she changed her life, Caravaggio is portraying a friend of him, a prostitute from Rome. Actually, she was from a family from Siena, Anna Bianchini, when she was around 17 years old. It's pretty interesting to see the connection between life of Jesus, life of Mary Magdalene, and life of Anna Bianchini. So, prostitute from New Testament and a prostitute from Caravaggio's Rome. But what about the composition of this work? The pose, meditating and sad, of Mary Magdalene is based, to me, on a famous print by a painter from Parma, Emilia Romagna. This is etching by Parmigianino, 1524, picturing another prostitute and saint, Saint Thais. We can see how the two women are almost portrayed in the same pose, showing off sadness and meditating about the vanity of life, vanity of their life as prostitutes. It's pretty interesting in order to explore origins of Caravaggio's art. Coming from Milan, coming from North Italy to Rome, Caravaggio stopped in Emilia Romagna, in Bologna, and he became familiar with some of the most relevant works of local artists, for instance Ludovico Carracci, or in this case Parmigianino. Also, we have to think that Parmigianino's work is a print, so there are several copies of this image, and Caravaggio could use the image of Saint Thais, so saint and prostitute, in order to portray his painting about Mary Magdalene, saint and prostitute. The interesting idea is that Parmigianino too was inspired by another famous work, another famous print by Albert Dürer, the Melancholia, 1514. Dürer too also visited Bologna at the beginning of 16th century, and he was very interested in studying the paintings by Italian masters. Here, the Melancholia looks like a winged woman, looks pretty sad, meditating, and the idea of the Melancholia in Albert Dürer is connected with alchemy. Melancholia is related in alchemy to Saturn, to one humors of a human body, the black bile, and it's a starting point for alchemical work. We know that, according to Giorgio Vasari, biographer of Parmigianino, that Parmigianino too was crazy for alchemy. So in that work by Parmigianino we can find a pretty good connection between alchemy and religion, kind of blend between alchemy and religion, and we can see how Parmigianino probably was interested in creating a link or alchemical vision about Catholic religion, as we can see in the wonderful and unfinished fresco paintings by Parmigianino in the Steccata church in Parma. So the starting point is Dürer print, then Parmigianino, and finally Caravaggio.